from the hand kiss to the middle finger. What has changed in our body language? I thought quite a lot about the historic perspective of body language, because in a week I'm on stage again, which makes me happy. And I have the honor to talk with a scientist, with a historian, about the change of body language. It is called from the hand kiss to the middle finger body language, the change of body language from 1945 to 2020. And we have quite a few footage. We have a little bit of a footage. For instance, a lady talking about her ankles. Because in Victorian times it was a sensation if a man on the street would see a naked ankle, at least in London, as this lady put it. And that brings me to the point, does the younger generation show enough respect, for instance? Or do we care about respect? You know, I'm 47 right now. I'm not the younger generation. I'm also not the old generation. I'm somewhat in between. But the question is, do they show still enough respect? And it's not easy to answer. A word that comes into my mind thinking of that is from Protagoras, the Greek philosopher. He said homo mensura. And I tried to get it in English. It's the human being is the benchmark for everything. But what he meant is not that we know everything. What he meant is we only can see it through our eyes. And that is why we think everything, how as we see it, is the truth. And talking about the relationship between the elder generation and the younger generation, that's it. When we were younger, we leaned up, we rebelled against the older generation. Some more, some less, with our music, with our clothings, with our hairdo. We tried to establish from our parents, which is always important. And our parents maybe thought, wow, they don't show any more respect. And now when I'm older, sometimes I get the impression that the younger generation doesn't show enough respect. But knowing, like Protagoras put it, it's always in the eye of the beholder. It's just me. And there's one more thing that's maybe a hint for you, that is, never judge a whole generation. You meet one person and this person doesn't show enough respect. Don't fall into the trap of confirmation bias. So when you see a lot of young people and one doesn't show respect, you think all the people don't show respect. And from that moment on, you filter out all those young people that show respect, because you only focus on your confirmation, on the confirmation of your thoughts against the young generation. Some things have changed. When I was a child and my parents had guests at home, my mother would cook the whole afternoon, would really set up the table really nicely, flowers all over the house. That was always a big event. And actually I enjoyed it, because it was a special day in the week when someone came to our house, friends. And then when I was adult, I also invited, I do that still today, when we have guests, we really make a big thing out of it. We set up the table, flowers all over the place, and great cooking and things like that, because it's more than just nutrition, you know. It's respect, but not only respect, it's also for us. And then we were invited to friends of ours, and we were there and really nicely dressed, because it was homo mensura, it was my way of thinking, and I was there, and we came there and nothing was prepared. They were in ordinary t-shirts and jeans, and we talked, and it was nice, but we still thought, didn't we want to eat? And we drank, I don't know, a glass of wine or a beer, and then they said, are we hungry? Do we want to order pizza? And so it was a wonderful evening. It was a nice evening, but it was completely different as I expected it. You know what I mean? It is sometimes you're so in your frame and you expect people in a way that how they have to be, that we sometimes lose the view that it might be nice also in a different way. And that's the same with when you talk to people. We expect that, for instance, when you're an adult, we expect that young people treat us with a lot of respect and body language and habitus, and we lose that this is not necessarily what makes a good communication. I don't excuse respectlessness. Yeah, I don't excuse if someone doesn't show any respect, but those forms that show respect, they change. They always have changed. Coming back to that evening with the scientists, the digitus impudicus, that is the middle finger. We always think, well, when I was young, no one showed the middle finger. Well, the old Romans already showed it. So it is not that in former times everything was better. No, in former times it's just we were the young generation, and we think sometimes we were better. Homo mensura, very important. I hope to see you in the Radio Kulturhaus. That is from the ORF, the Austrian Broadcasting System. They have a big hall where Martin Heidinger, the scientist, and me will talk about the change of body language from World War II up till now. It's great fun. If you have any questions concerning the body language or examples of the body language and how it changed, please write it in the comments. And if someone is interested in this, please share this video.